Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included. Now, let's put that to-do list back up. We're going to talk about this a little bit because we have a number of things to do and a number of things we've, kind of held off doing. But looking at this area real quick, I have been informed, rightfully so, that this will not work. Thank you to Sergeant Goodenough. You always have very helpful comments, informing me that this is a terrible idea and it will not actually achieve anything. So this just won't work. That's fine. What we're going to do instead is either at some point hook it up to the metal refinery, move the metal refinery, and kind of delete heat that way, or do some geothermal, which would likely involve magma. Now, magma is a little scary to me. I've never done anything with it, so I have fear. Not quite sure if I want to do that, but thank you for all the helpful comments, both to Surgeon Goodenough and Bradley Pete 3266, because I'm just here running on 2 brain cells, and you folks are really the brains of this operation. So I really appreciate the help, and very grateful that you continue to comment and let me know where I've run astray. So we're gonna actually just kind of scrap this idea for now. I don't want them to waste any more time on it. We have unfortunately opened this up now, so if there is any heat that is generated by this cool steam vent, it's going to keep popping up. So it'll push its way up, but it is what it is. Now, something else that I did notice, there are a couple things I noticed while I was just kind of doing a quick rundown of the base here. When I opened this up the first time, it was what I thought was a good idea. It's not a good idea. It actually needs to be blocked off, because the problem that I'm encountering here is that the natural gas isn't moving up here. It's actually being kind of squashed out by the polluted oxygen, and that's why there keeps being so much polluted oxygen in here, and then it gets into the base. So we're going to solve that problem by having somebody construct that, put it at a 9, get it done. And then another thing I noticed is over here, the polluted water is getting out of hand in this area. I'm going to get the duplicates to kind of mop up what we can and put it all on a 9 so that it gets done, because it's creating polluted oxygen, which I was never actually anticipating having to deal with in here. So we're going to need to put on some deodorizers, which were, again, something I wasn't expecting to have to do in this area. So we're gonna just tackle that as well. And part of me was planning on doing a little bit of a better job with the cooling system today, and perhaps digging up, because I've realized, this system is grand and all, but it would be better if I could just move more hydrogen up, get the gas pump up there, and start getting those solar panels, because the solar panels in some ways are free electricity. It has a little bit of work to be done with it, with defending it, but also going up to the top of the map, we'll be able to get some more minerals and stuff, as there are constantly like meteor showers and things. So yeah, that is kind of, my loose plan was perhaps switching the liquid that we've got in the pipes here, the polluted water, with perhaps petroleum instead, because it can get colder. Not really an issue that we've been dealing with, but I think it might be better for us in the long run, as well, especially if we were trying to use the aqua tuner to do things. Wow, this is getting bad down here. Oh my gosh. I wasn't expecting this to fall apart quite the way that it did. Huh. And see, some of it's... No, that's waterweed. That's not actually ice. Okay, so just chaos, ultimately. Ultimately chaos. At least we've got the ladder in here that they can just run across, but we're not digging the need for deodorizer over here, because look at this. Like, this whole thing is now polluted oxygen. It's very breathable, but that's not the point. We don't want to have to be dealing with this nonsense. So I'm wondering, is there anywhere in here? Where's my... Is there even power in here? There's not. There's only power here. And that's not actually a tile. So let's put a tile here and here and here. Why not? Let's just make these 3 tiles. And then we'll put a deodorizer here because it currently can't sit on the nothing that's there. And 3 tiles just for a little bit of extra caution there. So utter chaos, not happy, made a mess. That's moral of the story. Absolutely disastrous. So I need I didn't realize I hadn't done this yet. Where is my conductive wire? Do I have enough? Oh, okay, I do. And that's just copper, right? So let's just run this through here. All right. Again, more chaos, but we'll see them doing that. I don't think I had them doing any particularly heavy activities when we left off last time, but these are just some important maintenance activities that had to happen. Other thing down here, I was considering making petroleum power generation and pumping petroleum up top. I don't know if that's the move yet, and we seem to be kind of well collected with the natural gas, so part of me just thinks I can just leave it alone. Other thing, the polluted, I hate polluted. I hate it. I hate it so much. Let me put one of these guys in here, a deodorizer, right there. Somebody put that on a 9, and is there a... There's no power. There's power there. And is that oxygen? That is oxygen. Okay. And then set up just a little bit of copper wire going down there. Okay, so... Yeah, that's the inner workings of my mind right now. Everything's kind of a shit show, but it's okay. Interrupting multiple tasks and trying to figure it all out, and that's all right. We'll get there eventually. Thankfully, this is almost, well, I mean, it's not almost, but it is running out of water, which is great. I'm sorry, Mr. Paku, you're probably going to die, but it is what it is. What I could do, actually, if I don't care, is dump that down here in a little vat of its own, and then move a pump up there, because I would like to build these bedrooms. You know, I'd like to continue building the bedrooms. I know I'm not really intending to get any more dupes at the moment, but it would be nice to be able to continue building beds. Let's do that for a second. Somebody build that. It should be able to hold enough liquid. What if I actually just did this too? We built it up even farther. Let's do that. And then you can also go up here. I don't really want to deal with slime lung, but I'll do it if I have to. And I'm sorry, Mr. Paku, you will die. Or I could... Does he serve a purpose? Like, what does he do? You'll just kind of shit out eggs. Creatures that can live on any liquid. Oh! Extremely delicious. You eat those things, and you give me polluted dirt. And what is polluted dirt for? What do you do? Oh. I don't... Oh, okay. Okay. Alright. Fair enough. I don't really know if that's helpful. So, I mean, you could be used for food, but I just don't think that that is worth my time. So I might just kill you, sir. I apologize. I know I am cruel, but it is the way of the world, and you may just need to die. So, great. I've now locked myself out of here. So, let's just deconstruct that. That was a stupid thing to do. And, kind of get this sorted here. So, here's what I'm thinking. Put a water pump in this area, and again, we'll just hook it up to the same sort of stuff that was going on here. Let's just do that. Let's put it all on a 9 so it gets done. And then, what wire are you using? You're on conductive wire. Okay, that's fine. We're going to go up one. 2, do, and then let's put a little switch there just so that I can turn it off right away. If the switch is more important, please put that at a 9, and then I can turn it off. And I'm just going to dump that out so we can finish up the bedrooms. And we're seeing here a printing pod. Hello, printing pod. Shine Nymph, even though, you know, there are probably some good people here, but I'm not too worried about them. I think I'll just take that. I didn't print somebody, right? Did I fuck up? Okay, good. A Shine Nymph bag. Good. If I was to trap the Shine Nymphs in a room, what do they eat? Let's just stop for a second. What do you consume? Bristleberry phosphorite. I could give you a gristleberry. What the fuck is that from? Oh. Or a bristleberry. Oh, okay. So that's fine. All right. So if I was to trap them, give them some berry food, and live my life that way, we would be okay. Also, yes, I'm going to plant these. And we're going to copy the settings, and we're going to plant it across all of those. And we're going to put in some additional lights, because we need more food. I'm a little confused here. I'm trying to figure this out. Where's my... Here we go. Okay, so let's just assume it can only do 2 wide. There's 1, 2. And... What do you mean it must be... Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, let's assume that that's fine. And then where is just my regular wire? Here we go. And let's just run it through there. And I understand this is generating some heat, but it is what it is. I don't care. And let's just get all of that done. And then, so my thought, throw the little Shine Nymphs in here, feed them in here, and generate power off of them. And see just kind of what it does. I know it's a chaotic and potentially idiotic move, but I'm curious, and I'd like to see what sort of shenanigans I can get up to here. Yeah, let's just do that. Put it down 1. Shine Nymphs can float above it, and I'll trap them inside here. This is my plan. I have spoken. And is there a... Can I put a door here? I'll put the door there. That's okay. It can be a small room. It doesn't need to be big. And let's just do that and dig that out. And actually, let's cancel that build and put it dead center in the middle of the room. Just because I'm not urgently trying to do anything. And I think they can run above it. So this is an experiment. I haven't looked this up, but this is the thought that I have. And I think that it could be a funny way of generating some power. I know that they're going to need to be fed. And I know that this isn't, you know, it probably isn't the best method of doing this sort of thing, but listen, it's an experiment. An experiment at its finest. We'll do a little critter drop off there, and we're going to, of course, do a critter feeder on this side. And I don't think they need power, so that's good. You're fine. You're in liquid, but you don't need to be turned on, so that's cool. And then what I'm going to do is build a liquid vent in here. Love how it's called a liquid vent. You should actually just go there because it's not really needed anywhere else. Or actually, wait. We'll put it to the right one. Liquid vent, there you go. And then also the water over here. We got some snipping to do. It's already snipped. It's already snipped. Beautiful. So let's hook this back up using a little bit of plumbing. And there, and then snip. The fuck was that? It's just, I just need to snip there. Why did I have it down here? Anyway, it's fine. And cancel anything that was going to be built in there. And there you go. So that'll go into there now. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And we got quite a bit of water in here. I think I need to set this up so that I can actually take this water and dump it into here. Let's see. Do I have any pipes? What's going on with the pipes? I do actually have a reasonably long pipe that could potentially do that if I was to make the adjustment. Yeah, I feel like I should dump it in there. What is supposed to be in here? Is this just ice? Solid carbon dioxide. It's weird. Okay, we can actually deconstruct this. Deconstruct, there's nothing in there. And deconstruct that. That will actually solve me a bunch of problems because I think they were struggling around in there. Okay, so let's also set this up. This is not something that... There's no... Just to check, there's no power lines in there. Okay, good. And just some... Let's do that. And so we'll use that old pipe that's in here. And I can actually just make it skip... Because it's run over here. It might just be easier to make it skip down and then skip again and just dump it in over here. Not the best method, but hey, the pipe is already there. I might as well use it. As for electricity, oh, okay, sure. So the electricity, the pipes are also pretty well set up there too. So that's really easy. Let's just put that in there and put in a switch. The switch needs to be built first, please. If somebody could do that. Are you cold? Why are you cold? 18. Oh, fair enough. There we go. So let's do that. I don't know if this room is still working to the degree that, we were expecting. I don't know if there's actually any germs or anything. Yeah, it does have germs. Okay. Uranium is the other option, by the way. If I was to store the liquid in here instead. Not uranium, sorry. The radiation. If I was to store it in here beside this, it would actually kill it too. So that's another option. I just haven't gotten to that option yet. And then as well, just a little bit of rock here. Let's do little bit more setup like that as well, and we'll deconstruct that bottom one. Okay, cool. This is getting set up. How are you an unreachable dig? How are you an unreachable dig? Why are you an unreachable dig? Immediately gets solved. Okay, you're fine. All right, so that's being done. Very good. Let's just watch it happen here. We gotta put the screenshot mode on. Take a good look at that. Beautiful. All right. So for the first time, I've built a solar panel. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. So we're gonna set that up in a second. But I just noticed Atmos suits. Let me just see here. Repair. Turn that on a little bit more, and I'm gonna build. Do I want to build one more? Might just build one more. Or how, waiting for materials. What the fuck are you waiting for? You need refined carbon. Could be done, I suppose. But what I'm going to do is actually put that in. And iron to iron. Let me put in a few of these. Because nobody's doing this right now. So I might as well just do a little bit more. 4 is my limit. Why is 4 my... Oh, no. 4 is not my limit. Okay, I can keep clicking. I was like, what's happening? Okay, good. So this is happening. I would like a critter, and I want it to be a shine bug and a shine nymph. And I'm going to feed them... Growth halt. Irrigation stored. Did I fuck this up? Yeah, okay. I forgot about that. Okay, let's cut that for a sec. Cut that. And somebody's going to empty all of those pipes, please. And we're also going to uproot that, and uproot that. Okay, good. Okay, and this is something that is a 9 level priority. Let's get them to just completely clear house on that. As well, how much power could this generate? 380 if it was working. And it's struggling on this line. Hello, line. What all is on you? Quite a bit of stuff. I would be tempted to upgrade this line with better things, or put 2 on it and upgrade it. Because what is this line? So if I pause here, so this is a line and this is a line. And I'm looking at this one here. Your potential load is 600. Oh, fuck right off. You're not even doing anything. Okay. Cool. So, and this line, what is going on with you? Your potential load is very small. Your potential load is absolutely absurd, though. The hell? Yours is fine, and yours is fine. I think it might be time to upgrade another one of these lines. Specifically, combine these two into one. Probably cut off that first line, attach it to this one. Okay, we have a little bit of work to do. We got to fix some power lines, but I'm wondering, do I have enough conductive wire to make that happen? Most definitely not. Most definitely not. Let's make sure we build like 20 of those. And is the situation... There's no actual issue with that, okay. So we're just going to do a little bit of, it's a little bit of chaotic work. This happens sometimes. I have to do some chaos, folks. There we go. Good. What is going on down here? So far, nothing. That's fine. On irrigation stored. Okay, good. So there's no issue with that. Let's put in the pipes that I want to put in. And then copy settings. Let's do this first, please. I'm going to actually put this down to 2 for a second so that they do that stuff first. And please empty those out as well as a 9 because I want to stop the polluted oxygen. They can't reach that. Okie dokie. That's fine. Let's just have them bounce over one. And then they should be good. Do that as a 9. Okay, good. That's done. That can now be set as a 9 priority. Because now you've got water in you all. And let's look at... How do I look at light? Is it under decor? Or do I actually just need to go under lighting? Here. Okay, so those are covered off. Let me cover off this one here by doing... Hello. What happened to you? Do that. Fine. Did it run out of power? What happened there? What is going on with this? Or, you know what? Maybe for now I just need to transition some stuff off of that line. It's really struggling. And it's a really important line. What's going on with this line? Current load. Okay, so here's my suggestion. Let me solve a little bit of the issue. Let me do this. And let me cut right here. How about that? So you're all running. Good. And this line can maybe struggle a smidge less. There's a lot of inefficiencies in the line. Oh my goodness. What exactly is the problem? What's pushing it over? What is pushing it over? I don't know. Okay. Well, we got to do the conductive wire. So let's put in some conductive wire. Let's see if I can sort this. Let's see if we can make this line a little bit better here. You're not that line. Okay, so we're going to start with the small stuff first. So we're going to start kind of on the edges and start getting the conductive wire done this way. That alone basically used up the whole of the conductive wire that I had. Now, there we go. We're going to have to do the line like that. Okay, so this is about efficiency. We're trying to be efficient with that. Water. Okay, good. This off for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that. Dance, dance, dance. And do that. Okay, so there we go. There's a little bit of room there. Really don't know what the... I think it's just bouncing a little bit too high, right? Like, it goes from requiring, like, no power to jumping up to probably over 1,000. I'm assuming that's what the issue is, because power generation itself is totally fine. Oh, or maybe it's not fine. So I didn't actually need to do that. It was power generation that was an issue. I was using too much power as a whole. Okie dokie, so that was the problem. Interesting. Very, very cramped. Okay, so somebody needs to die. Age 72. Kill it. Okay, so my urgency was not you know, I didn't have to do this. It was actually a power production problem. But good old Steve and Camille running in here, of course. Running in the wheels to make sure we've got some power going on. I think it might be time, it might be necessary to look at that petroleum power generation. It really wasn't something I wanted to do, you know, pumping up here, but let's take a quick look. Because the Shine Nymphs ain't gonna, you know, this isn't going to solve many or any problems realistically. So we're gonna load this with bristle berries, and I want to keep it, you know, at let's keep it at 400 for now, just because I don't want to completely starve my people. Because how much bristleberry do I have? None. Amazing. They're crazy, honestly. I don't know what they do. So I have no bristleberries at all. That's fine. Growth halted. Illumination. Growth halted. Irrigation. You're fine. You're fine on irrigation. It's light that's a problem. The irrigation's stored. What's the problem? These ones are fine. So what's the issue here? Why are you all stopped? There's light going on here, right? Oh, that one didn't cover that one off. Whoops. Let's do that. Can somebody please, can we fix this? What's going on here? What is the deal? Why are you all freaking out? Alright, so the dupes are hard at work trying to get this fixed. So I read online a little bit that one solution is to do basically what I'm doing up top, but underneath. So we'll see if it does anything. Alright, so that didn't work. I'm gonna just uproot it. And I'm going to try, and I'm wondering actually, storage. Oh, that solved it. Right? No? Yes? Yeah. There we go. That's super strange. Okay, so we're going to put it back to the way that it was. There we go. So we solved the problem. Let's put the bristle. So something to do with how it was stored? That's super strange. Okay, yeah, but I'm not going to do it underneath. I'm going to deconstruct the ones I put underneath. Because it doesn't, right? Let's put these ones back in. Somebody fix that. We've made a mess. Okay, so empty the storage, right? Because now it's set up, correct? Okay, so it's set up. Let's just empty the storage here and see if that's so weird. Okay, but now we know the solution for it. And this was actually not something I found online, so interesting. So we've run out of dirt as well, I'm seeing. We've been going for 294 cycles using mealwood, and at no point was I like, I'm gonna run out of dirt. But it's happened, and I probably should have worked on an alternative food supply before now. But thankfully we've just sorted the bristle blossoms, and I believe, if my thought serves me correctly, water is the only thing that's needed for those. And thankfully we've got quite a bit of water down here, quite a bit of water, you know, stocked up. We're going to be using more though, and we're about to start throwing, you know, polluted water into here. So I think we should be okay because we've got 2 steam vents kind of going, not simultaneously, but, you know, going. So that'll be good. We're also just, I'm not out of copper ore, but I see some beautiful, beautiful copper there that I'm going to take advantage of now. And not great that there's an issue with that. So let's take a look while we're, you know, talking plants and stuff. And we may need to uproot some of these things. Let's actually also store all of that. I don't know what exactly is the storage unavailable for blossom seeds. Fascinating. Okay, so moving on over here to, this is all screwed up, which is fine. Sorry, I'll push play. Do that. No. Run this way. For the love of God, run this way. Oh my goodness. That was going to be... Why were you going down there? Also, let's just deconstruct that because that's not needed anymore. Okay, clean up a little bit of the pipes while I'm at it. There we go. Why did you stop? Pipe blocked. Oh, probably because there's no carbon dioxide there. I could actually probably deconstruct this whole thing as well. It just kind of sneaks up and catches whatever's remaining. Okay, how is the polluted oxygen doing over here? It's completely eliminated. All right, the natural gas is somehow siphoned. Found its way all the way down there, which is not good. This whole thing is screwed up. That's fucked up. Oh my goodness. We are not in a phenomenal place right now, folks. We got a little bit of an issue. We're going to be running into a power issue soon, as you can see. We do have... Oh, it's dormant. That would be probably one of the issues that I'm facing. But we do have a little bit of an issue with that. Another issue... What the fuck's going on with that extra gas pipe there? Deconstruct that. Yeah, okay, so probably an issue is using too much power for some stuff that's just probably not necessary. These guys are happy, that's good. We're out of dirt. Out of dirt. Wow. That is something I genuinely was not expecting. Let's uproot this. Oh my gosh. Am I gonna be okay not having mealwood? At least not to the same degree. I just didn't, I've been going this whole time and I'm like, I don't need dirt. Who the fuck needs dirt? Might need some sleet wheat. What do you need? All right, so just going through these things. Fungal spore is interesting. It needs complete darkness, which is fine. It needs carbon dioxide, which is also fine, and it consumes slime. Now, my question is, how much slime do I have? Because this moment in time, I don't really need slime. No, that's not what I want. It's not what I want. Resources. Can I see all for a second? Where's my slime at? Oh my goodness, tons of it. We got tons of slime. It might just be wise to do that. Where do I have carbon dioxide at? Okay, cool. And did it need, yeah, I guess I could put it in here. What did it need? If I go back just 1 second, right in here, what did you say you needed? Edible mushrooms. Carbon dioxide, slime. You don't even need water? Amazing. All right, so we're gonna do something else here. Farm tile. What the fuck are you? What are you? Clay? Oh. All right. Let's just do some clay down here. I'm just gonna throw it down here because I don't really know what else to do with that. So the fact that there's a bunch of carbon dioxide down there is good. I'm going to uproot a number of crops over here because I just need the dirt. That's not, this situation was never planned for. I wasn't expecting to, we're actually going to do a full line of it. This might cause some starvation, but it is what it is. It's necessary. I was not expecting such chaos here. Was not expecting this situation to happen. I'm also going to just upgrade these because this area is not hot. So there we go. As well as upgrade those ladders too, and screw it, those ladders as well. So let's just use up a bunch of that. Take a look at the water supply. That's kind of what I thought. Turn that off for a good 5 seconds. Say like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or whatever, and then turn it back on. Interesting that these are growing. Thimbleweed seed. Unfortunately, thimbleweed does not give us food, so that's unfortunate, but it is the way that it is. I'm trying to do some stupid shit over here because that's how I be. We need to put slime in here, which is being stored down here, if I'm not mistaken. That's filled with slime, and then there was another thing that was filled with slime over there. Unfortunately, they're going to be touching it, so what I think I'm going to have to do is maybe build some sort of water supply or hand washing thing. We'll see. I don't know if I care. I've done a really good job of dealing with slime lung, but I think I might be, you know, good on slime lung. What do? You treat slime lung. We've got 15 of you, and I could make a number more of you, which actually, let's just do that. Let's make another 15 and have somebody take care of that. The power is turning on and off, which is not ideal. Okay. What exactly is the problem with the power? Am I consuming too much? I am generating. Pipe blocked. Is that what's happening? It's inefficient. Ah, because this is on. Okie dokie. I see a problem. But I've got it all hooked up to this now. Ah. Okay. So, let's pause for a second. I understand what's going on. Okay. Let me sort this. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to 9 all of this so that we can run it. I think I know what the thought is here. So this is sorted, right? This is sorting out the... What are you outputting? You're outputting natural gas, which is fine, but that means that everything else is going in here. But the problem is this stuff keeps getting stopped. This stuff is getting stopped, so these things can't expel, I think, the gas that I'm looking for. Right, so it's trying to shoot things out, but it keeps getting stuck because this is slow. And this is also running at the same time. So these are my little issues over here. Let's get this sorted. Hopefully they can fix it. I think they were just sleeping. No, they're just being idiots. Okay, that's fine. So there we go. Let's sort that out. Once that's all set up, I know I need to rework the piping in here. This whole room is a disaster. And I'm also coming to the realization that perhaps I should have been working on petroleum this whole time instead of, you know, doing my silliness over here and now over here. You folks know I like to do absolutely goofy shit though. So like this is all part of that process. Figuring things out, having a little bit of fun with it, and hopefully not dying. But problem being, oh, let's just do fantastic, continuous, amazing. I think that's new. We're going to actually kill you and kill you. I like the green ones. I think that they're a lot of fun. Anyway, so we're going to kill 2 of them. Hopefully that'll give us some meat. I think they'll have to eat it raw because I'm a piece of shit. And, okay, so grand. Lots of issues, as always. Lots of problems. But we're sorting it. We're getting there. Petroleum. Let's talk petroleum for a second. Just while they... Oh, there we go. There's the gas pipe sorted now. See, you don't need to... Oh, okay. I was going to disconnect it, but it seems to have its shit together. Oh, high pressure. Oh, no. Now there's high pressure over here, which I'm not surprised about, I suppose. Why wouldn't there be high pressure? But has that solved some things? No, it really hasn't. God damn it. Okay, so I think unfortunately we might be forced to build a petroleum generator. And here's how this works, right? It's going to need an input of the gas. Now, I'm thinking either A, I run through here and rip a hole in this, or maybe through here and put it up, because this is not, you know, running it through the base is not going to be sustainable, and running it all over there is not going to be sustainable. I'm just trying to figure out the best method of doing it. Now, nobody's actually working on this right now, so I'm gonna boost it up too. Let's see here. Why is nobody working on it? If I was to shut this guy off here, Oh my gosh. I keep needing to double click on things, I've noticed, which is a little chaotic. Yeah, we could have somebody work on that and pump it up. It's just shitty because it's a very expensive high heat process. Bring it up. I don't want to rip that open. Could rip it open here in theory. And, you know, insulated pipes. Insulated pipes might just be the way to go. I'm thinking, yeah, liquid insulated pipe. Maybe this would stop the problem, and we could just do over through here. Or we could try running it through the base and see if it, you know, exerts any heat. I just really want to try and avoid too much heat being produced here. But I think it's a necessary move, unfortunately. It's something I've wanted to avoid for a while, but it's beginning to appear that it is a necessary evil. And I'm going to have to do it. So let's get started by putting in the piping and dodging kind of everything at the moment. And we'll run it right up, I think, into the base, and we'll see. Hopefully the insulated pipe can just manage it. The liquid bridge, however, is not going to be able to do anything about it, so we're going to have to just take the L on that one, and we're going to run it right into here. I think I'm going to basically build it in the vat of polluted water and just build the polluted water vat down a little bit more. Again, not exactly what I want to do, but it feels like it is what is necessary to do. So we're going to do that and let them run a little bit. We have some new printables available as well. Hello. What can I get? Eggs or plastic? Let's get a little bit of plastic. The eggs are great, but I'll grab the plastic. The plastic's at nice room temp, so that's lovely. So we don't need to deal with the heat that is going on with all of this plastic, but it is what it is. So there you go. A little bit more chaos. I think maybe leaning towards doing some of the heat prevention as well might be a really good move. We might be able to do that soon. I know today has been me bouncing around things again. Things just happen, you know, it's chaotic out here in the world of the dupes, trying to build bedrooms, trying to build all of this stuff up and out. It's just been an absolute hectic time today, but we're getting there. We are getting there, and you know, we're very close to perhaps having some more bristle blossoms as well. Let's actually see what they do with that, and also let's get some of that water in there. Let's see here. This can be our next step today, you know, getting the water in. I know we're building pipes literally everywhere, but this is how it's done. Let's shut this off for a second. Water, 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 water. We'll travel, travel, travel. And I'm going to make it jump over this. I think I'll just make it jump over this. Or if I make it go down, jump over, and then jump over one more time, that might be, instead of jump, jump, jump. Because it could make it go all the way around, but I feel like that's just too messy. I can just do this. Down here, right there, see? And then we take a liquid bridge, we make it jump, and then we make it jump again right down there, and into there. Not the perfect situation, but hey, it sorts itself out in the way, you know? So there we go, and of course checking the germs. No germs in the water, that's the most important thing. And are there any germs anywhere else? No, just the bristle blossoms, which is good. And then down here, still an unreachable build because I'm a fool and I didn't dig those things out. That's okay. And build a ladder there. All right. Chaos has ensued today. Absolute chaos. They're getting stuff done, slowly but surely. And it seems the insulated pipes are kind of the next big ordeal. I see that they're all, you know, I've got them kind of placed in there. Why is nobody... Camille's operating priority is very high, but okay. So nobody's really doing anything there. That's fine. A lot of carbon dioxide. That's okay. They got more tasks to do. So everything else is kind of on a 9. So that's why nobody's running that job yet. But that's fine. Let's see here. Are these new pipes set up? These new pipes are set up. So let's take a quick look here and see what this does for that. Good. And germs as well. Any germs in here? In these water supplies? No, because apparently the chlorine had dealt with it at one point. Although I have no idea where the chlorine went. I think... Where did the chlorine go? It must have gone down here. Oh no. Sir, are you good? You're probably dead now. I wasn't actually expecting that. That was not something I was anticipating happening. So, how the fuck did that happen? You were supposed to filter out the chlorine back into the room, but instead the chlorine made its way down there? Are you filtering... What do you... This is highly confusing for me. Yeah, so the chlorine's coming back in, and the oxygen's going out. Oh, there's just like literally no gas in here at all. That's fascinating. Alright. And, bristle blossoms. We're storing 4,000 grams. So that leads me back to the shine nymph. What do you need for food? You'd need half of that for a cycle. So that's enough for like one cycle. Let me wrangle you, throw you in there, and set up a little bit of conductive wiring with this and see if this generates some power. I think that this is idiotic, but I think it's funny. And let's also deconstruct this as well. So we've got a little bit of deconstruct that and deconstruct that. So we're deconstructing these old wires that are no longer needed, and we're going to slowly try and hook up all of these things kind of back to what it could be hooked up to. What is the potential load? Is pretty high on that. Okay. So we're just going to do that. You know, we've been wasting a lot of power. We got to get the power kind of all back on track here. It's been too chaotic, too messy recently. That's certainly a fact for me. Very odd situation to be in. Very odd indeed. So that's working properly now. So there's a little bit more power being generated there. At night, things kind of chill out a bit. But we are dealing with that. Did somebody wrangle that guy? Wrangle it. Oh, no, never mind. Cancel that wrangle. You're wrangling that one. How old are you? 7? You're 20. I think it'll just be funny, to be honest, to get this done. So let's put this all on a 9. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. It has been chaos, utter and true. This is depositing into here. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. I know having the old pipes and stuff in and around have been helpful a lot of the times, but I think it's time to really get rid of a lot of them. It's been too messy, especially, you know, just looking in all of the areas that have been, you know, having to deal with this problem. It's just been chaos. There's a lot of efficiencies that can be changed, and yeah, we really need to work on doing petroleum next time. And it'll be an easy setup, don't get me wrong, but we're going to need to work on petroleum because that natural gas is really going down fast. It's going down fast. We're using a lot more power than we usually, you know, we have in the past. I think it's just we're doing so much stuff all at the same time, and I think there's just a lot happening. Thankfully, the dupes are still managing to go about everything and do things effectively, I think. But it's all a time game at this point. So you're hooked up. Can somebody wrangle that thing pretty quick? Bristleberry, I think we're going to need to layer it down at 20 kilograms. Probably 20. Can that be there? Maybe 9 instead. Because that's 4, right? Let's do 20. And I need these to really... Are you storing them here? This should be the more important thing, I guess, for now. And then if it's a problem, we can change it after. We're also going to do something real quick. I know this is not the right spot to put this. Don't get me wrong. I know. But we're just going to build this for a second just so I can get a better idea. I can see some recipes because I want to see what's happening with the food. A little worried about the food, and I'm thinking maybe I just cook up some bristle blossoms. Oh, look at that. Current wattage, 6. So see, they do shit. 6, there you go. And so my question for you is, could one of these, which consumes, how much power do you consume? 10 watts. If I built one in here, idiotic, I know. And I know this is not how it works in real life either. But I'm just wondering how it does if I was to put one in there. Obviously, it's not going to do anything, but like, let's just see. So funny that does something that contributes to the power a little bit. It can do up to 380 watts. It's currently doing between 5 and 10, and I'd be curious to see as well if I put another one in there. This is stupid. I know it's not going to do anything, but could it produce more than 10? So yeah, the light itself doesn't do anything. That is funny. That is funny. I just wanted to see. I knew it wouldn't realistically do anything, but that is hilarious. Okay, let's deconstruct those wires back there. Okay, good to know. But the Shine Nymph is doing some power generation. It's generating, you know, about 7 as one. Let's just say it's 7. And these here produce, what are we talking? 800. So 100 and something, 110, 12 times as much as this. But this is just funny, so I'm going to leave it running. I'm going to get them as well to just clean everything up. Really, really funny for me. I think that's hilarious. All right, if they could, all right, so that's being done. They're building some of these pipes as well, are being built, so that's good. They're kind of taking their time operating that as well, I think, which is interesting. Let's talk about, you know, how the water's doing. Good amount of water, good amount of running. That's good. And then you're fine. So let's actually just for a second turn this off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that, you know, and turn it back on. Beautiful. Okay, so hilarious. Do you produce heat though? You don't produce heat. Solar panels produce 0 waste. So funny. Come on, folks. You have to admit that that's hilarious. Shine Nymphs for light. The only problem is I can't feed them because I don't have the real, like, the real food for them. Lettuce would be good. The building the fungal spores is kind of the next thing. They do need slime, so we're just gonna do these here. I don't know why I'm doing that like an idiot. There we go. Fungal spores, don't know what they do. They need a little bit of fertilization, so there's some hands-on stuff that's happening here. I personally think that's where you need those robots with the automation. And where are they? What would they be? Pause shipping, robo miner, auto sweeper. Okay, so yeah, it could, in theory, automatic dispenser, and the auto sweeper could actually do it, so I would be able to avoid having to worry about that slime. So that would be great, dealing with slime in some way, eliminating slime, because it serves no purpose otherwise, right? So cool. I'm going to see what that does as well. I know it's got a little bit of, you know, issue too. Let's just take the lime. We may need another duplicate, but since food is now a problem, we need to hold off for a bit. And that's good. Okay, so bristle blossoms are going. We're jokingly creating a little bit of power here, which is just funny. And things are kind of, sort of, maybe panning out a little bit better. But next time around, we're going to be building out that insulated pipe to really secure our power, because the dormancy of this always slows us down a bit. and you know we're already through about half of our reservoir, and you know our next activity is in about 30 cycles. We might be able to last, but they're spending a lot of time in these manual generators, and I don't want them to. So there you go. That's the plan. I hope you folks did enjoy the chaos that has happened today, bouncing around from solar panels to water to producing power, all the way, and food as well, by the way, food. So if you folks did enjoy this episode, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new, and of course don't forget to leave those comments. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you to the folks who have left comments over the past several episodes. Super duper helpful to help me not waste my time with silly shit like this, but waste time with silly shit like this. So of course thank you for that, and keep up the great work. And let me know as well what you want to see me do. If you're curious about anything on the map, if you want me to try and dig up, or if there are any tasks you'd like to see me fix. I know there's a lot of things on here that are certainly chaotic, like this area. If you want me to kind of go in and fix some piping, that I can do too. Just make things run a little better and look a little better. But as always, thank you for stopping by. Happy you did, and I'll see you next time.